The new chairperson for topics and trends. Some of you may remember it as content and issues. We changed that name a year or two ago. First, I need to thank Scott for the many years of leadership that he gave to this particular committee. It may not be the fun committee, but it is the committee that's going to help your organizations win some business potentially. So I'm going to go all in on the pipeline. But anyway, I've got some big shoes to fill. Scott is luckily going to continue to be on the committee and help. But for those of you who aren't familiar with the committee, this group is tasked with sort of keeping a scan of the national HHS landscape and sort of monitoring for topics, emerging issues, things that we should be aware of, that perhaps we should be driving and contributing to advancement in HHS. And so this might be things like regulatory changes. It could be, the pandemic, obviously, the unwinding, great examples of that. And we often will evaluate those emerging issues to determine if we need to create additional work groups. And so those work groups always spin out of our Topics and Trends Committee. We have APHSA representation on that committee, so it gets exposure to APHSA, and we have very rich dialogues in our meetings about these issues that our clients are facing. And that often can inform some of the solutions that we bring back to our clients as we dig deep into some of these issues and how they are impacting the citizens who are being served. So it's a really, really important committee. I do think some folks are probably intimidated by it. I think Scott mentioned earlier you do not have to be an expert. Due to the nature of many of the issues that do come up, we want a diverse group of people at the table as we discuss these issues. So if your area of expertise is data, or if it's software, or if it's program or process of improvement, we need all of you there so that we can determine how we can effectively give back to our clients and the communities they serve. So it's an important committee. It's one that we take a lot of pride in. It is a little bit of hard work. We certainly have scaled that back. We used to produce a lot of content. So we're trying to scale that back, so we're not doing as much of that, but we have a lot of great ideas for how to really step this thing up. Scott has built an incredible foundation, and we want to just continue to grow on that and give back to the communities that we all work with.